Hi guys, it's Daniel again. In this video I want to talk about my plan of how I'm going to make $1 billion. Now I know most people who hear that will just think it's an impossible goal. Now keep in mind that I haven't even made $1 million yet. So making $1 billion is a huge goal. So why is it my goal to make $1 billion? Well, basically because I know it's possible. I know that is my potential to make $1 billion. So if I don't really try to achieve it, then I'm kind of wasting my life is the way I see it. You only get one life, so you might as well just go for the biggest goal you could possibly think of. So how am I going to make $1 billion when I haven't even made $1 million yet? So my plan basically starts with what this whole channel is about, which is increasing my intelligence to the maximum human limit. So that is step number one on how I'm going to make $1 billion. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll know that I've already increased my IQ by at least 13 points. And I'm well on my way to increasing it well beyond that. Actually, I think I'm well into the 150 IQ range at the moment, probably around 155 IQ at the moment, but I only test my IQ once every 2 years to eliminate the practice effect from the testing itself. So that's the first part of my plan, increasing my IQ to the maximum human limit. I've already gained at least 13 IQ points and I'm going to gain a lot more. I will increase my IQ to the maximum human limit. I will be basically the most intelligent person on the planet, or equal to the most intelligent person on the planet, because there might be some limit where you hit the limit and then you just can't really go further beyond that. And there's probably people out there who are already at that limit, who were born with that limit. I might not be the most intelligent person in the world, but I might be amongst the most intelligent people in the world once I achieve my goal. If you just look at all the billionaires who are out there, like Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, for example, what do these guys have in common? The main thing they have in common is a massively high IQ. That's the number one thing that differentiates them from everyone else who doesn't have billions of dollars. So with my goal of making $1 billion, that is step number one, to increase my IQ to the maximum human limit. I've already gone over multiple ways that I'm going to achieve this in my other videos, so if you're interested in that, I recommend checking out some of my other videos. I've also just created a chat group where we can discuss all these different topics. I'll put a link to it in the description below, so you can check out that chat group and join the conversation if you'd like to. Once I've achieved my goal of maximizing my intelligence to the maximum human limit, then I go into step number two towards achieving my $1 billion goal. Step number two is to focus on one of the two main areas that will be easiest for me to use my intelligence to make the $1 billion. So the two areas are trading and investing, or just straight up business. So those are the two areas. So in those two areas, they are both highly reliant on basically your intelligence. The more intelligent you are, the better you will do in those two areas. They're highly reliant on your fluid intelligence, your working memory, even your crystallized intelligence. All these areas come together to increase your success in those two areas. The one I'm going to focus on to begin with will be trading and investing. I have dabbled in both. I've dabbled in business and in trading for around about the last 7 years. Actually, for the last 7 years, I haven't had a job at all. I've covered my living expenses through a combination of small business and trading. So I do have a fair amount of experience in both of these areas. So of those two areas, trading and business, I'm going to focus on trading to begin with. Now, the reason for this is simply because in business, there seems to be more variance in the results you can achieve. Say, for example, you come up with a really great business idea, you work on it for a year, and then you could easily find out that some competitor that you never knew existed has a better product, a better service, and they're about to launch their product or service before you, and then the whole year you spent on your business is effectively wasted. That can happen in business. So basically, what I'm saying is you can get unlucky in business. Whereas in trading, you can also get unlucky in trading. But if you get unlucky in trading, you find out in a day, you find out in an hour, and then you just move on to the next trade. So you can easily move on from the variance that is in trading, whereas it's harder to move on from the variance that is in business. So that is why I'm going to focus on trading to begin with in my goal to make $1 billion. Now, as I said before, I have experience in trading. I've been trading kind of on and off for over 10 years, and I've reached the point where I'm consistently profitable at the moment. So now all I have to do basically is maintain my consistency, ramp it up, and start increasing the amount that I'm trading. Now, to make $1 billion in trading, that is very hard. Not many people have achieved it, but some people have achieved it. and I will be one of these people. If you're interested in knowing more about how I trade, where I trade, I put a link in the description for a couple of the exchanges that I trade on. And if you're interested in more videos about trading, just let me know in the comments and I can make some more videos about this topic. But mostly for this channel, the topics will be cognitive enhancement and brain training. But because I've actually increased my IQ a fair amount already, I am actually starting to work towards my $1 billion goal already, at the same time as still working to increase my intelligence to the maximum human limit. I'm kind of working on both goals simultaneously at the moment, and once I have achieved more of my IQ goal, then I'll be working more towards my $1 billion goal. But at the moment, I'm kind of working on both simultaneously. So that's my plan to make $1 billion. First, I'm going to increase my IQ to the maximum human limit. Then I'm going to put that IQ 100% into trading. I will basically be the best trader in the whole world. Because trading, all it is solving little puzzles. And having a high IQ, having a higher working memory, that massively improves your ability to solve these little puzzles. That's all trading is looking at all the data and the information that's available and trying to solve the puzzle of what direction is this asset going to go. Is it going to go up or down? And sometimes there isn't a puzzle to be solved. Sometimes it's just randomness, sometimes it's just noise. But sometimes there is a puzzle to be solved. So basically it's identifying if there is a puzzle to be solved and then solving that puzzle. That's all it is. So having a massively high IQ will improve my ability to do this quite a lot. I've actually already seen this in my trading results. When I started the brain training over 3 years ago, when I started trying to improve my IQ to try and increase my IQ, I noticed that my trading results actually increased exponentially from that point as well. So I'm quite confident that as I increase my IQ further, I will also increase my trading ability further. I'll become more and more profitable and I'll be able to increase my size more and more. If you like this content, if you want to follow along with my journey, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep you up to date with everything I'm working on. I'll keep you up to date with new things I've tried for increasing my own intelligence. I'll keep you up to date with my $1 billion goal if you're interested in that. Just leave a comment below with what you're interested in. If you're interested in only the IQ topic, increasing IQ, cognitive enhancement, leave a comment below to let me know. If you're also interested in trading and becoming the best trader in the world, making $1 billion, let me know that as well in the comments below, and I'll be sure to make more videos on that topic as well.